Dink, dink,
Oh
dink,
my
dink, 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 donk. You made a mistake by letting me sit on this side of the table.
I actually prefer the echo to the demon voice, not gonna lie. Welcome everyone back to the Jenna Julien Podcast.
Hey.
This episode is brought to you by Lyft. Right now, guys, if you want to earn money, drive your car, have a good time, make tips, make your own schedule, sign up for Lyft. They're looking for new drivers right now. If you're trying to choose a ride-sharing company to drive for, go with the company that believes in treating you better, which is Lyft, guys. Right now, if you go to lyft.com/Jenna Julien, you can sign up and get a new $500 driver bonus. How amazing is that? Make your own hours, drive people, have a good time, go to Lyft. Thank you, Lyft.
Thank you so much.
Wow, what an episode we have for you today.
Oh my God. Okay, this is the first Skype interview guest that we've ever had. Yes. I'm really excited. I'm proud that we did this. It was a little bit of...
It was a lot of coordination.
Yeah, so when you see the interview, we're not sitting in here because our PC would not let OBS and Skype happen at the same time.
Yes, OBS and Skype were having a spat.
They would not
coexist.
They were having a Roomba knife fight. And so we did it in the office.
So just to be clear, we just finished talking to ESTO1121, or also known as Eric Storer from Eric Storer Productions.
For those of you that don't know, I know a lot of you have been waiting specifically for this podcast, and I told you we were going to try our best to make it happen, and we did, because Eric agreed.
Eric agreed,
So I made a video on my main channel on Jenna Marbles. What are you looking for?
Nothing. I'm good.
Called Google Deep Dive with Me Too.
Mm-hmm.
And Julia and I were just like roaming around on the internet, and we actually typed in the words fire drill fail and saw a thumbnail on the side that looked a little too good to be true. It looked hysterical. And we found a channel called ESTO1121, right?
1121.
1121, sorry. And his name is Eric Storer. He made us laugh so hard. He was like 12, he said, when he was making those videos.
So they're all 4 years old at least.
Yeah, and he hadn't posted in a long time. And then, you can watch that. But then what unfolded on the internet was that his mom made a video that was like...
Well, before his mom made a video, the response was like, not only did we get a huge kick out of his content, all of the people that watched your video did the same. Like, everyone agreed. It was unanimous. Like, his videos are amazing. Like, very entertaining. Like, where is this kid?
Right.
That was the number one question. Like, where is he?
And so his mom made a video that was like, Eric's camping right now. He doesn't have access to his phone. Like, he's just totally out in the wilderness. He has no idea this is happening. But I'll let him know when he gets back. And like, So we
waited.
Yeah.
We waited for him to come back into civilization.
Right. And he is a freshman in college, so we did want to make sure that we were being respectful of Eric's time. So it's not like the longest interview in the whole world, but he's at school right now, and we made it happen.
We got to talk to Esto.
Yeah, Eric told us when he was available, and we made it happen.
Yeah, so what you're going to watch on this podcast is next you're going to see the about 20-minute long interview that we just did with Eric Storer. He's, like Jenna said, he's at his dorm room at university. He's going to school in Canada.
I fangirled as soon as I saw him.
Yeah, and he was just like so gracious and sweet and like thankful. But yeah, this is what you guys have asked for, and we really desperately wanted to make it happen, and we did. So, I guess without further ado, Eric Storer from Eric Storer Productions. Hey!
Wow!
What's up?
Nice to talk to you guys. Like to see you.
This is crazy.
It is great to see you.
How you doing, dude?
I'm fangirling. Hi, Eric. I'm Jenna. I'm a big fan of yours.
Yeah, I see. Thank you so much. I'm feeling all right. Yeah. How are you guys?
We're good. We're good. This is really funny. I can't even believe that we're doing this right now. Are you at school right now? Are you?
Yes. Well, I'm at university right now in Canada. This is my dorm room, actually, like the corner of it.
Nice.
So.
Did you just move in?
I've been here for 2 weeks now. So
okay.
Yeah, it was 2 weekends ago when I moved in.
Getting settled. Nice.
So I'm settled. First week of classes just happened. Got homework, but
that's exciting.
It's good.
Oh my God. Okay, I have so many questions.
Yeah.
So, how did you get started making videos?
Oh, so that was a really long time ago, actually. like way back in elementary school, probably like third grade. So I don't even know how old I was. I don't know. It was probably like 12 or 13 years. Like I was probably like 5 or 6. No. I was like 7 or 8. Yeah. So it was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Is probably when I started. And I was just like, I don't know why, but we had like the very old, like clunky camcorder, you know, like with like the little like zoom thing on the side. And so I would always just like kind of play with it and like record random things. And then like in third or fourth grade, me and one of my best friends, we like decided to start making these dumb videos, I guess, and like without editing of any sort. So we would just record them, and then what was recorded was recorded. We didn't really share it on any platform because I didn't really know about YouTube back then or anything. And those are not, like, I don't have those videos. Those are not publicly made. But that was, I guess, the very start of me making videos. And then as I went into middle school, I created a YouTube channel and like ESTO1121. And then I started like filming my own videos and actually editing them. Like I would watch YouTube videos about how to edit, like how do you use like Adobe Premiere or like how do you use like Final Cut or whatever. And yeah, I just like learned for myself, like as I wanted to do effects, like how do you do green screen like in general, and then like how do you add like fire effects to a video, something like that.
So that's like amazing that like you like use.
So that's all you're editing.
That's all you. No, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
it is 100% me like self-taught.
Because I was like, maybe someone's helping him, like maybe his mom or dad is helping him, but no, you did all of that yourself.
I do not know how to use computers that well.
Did you have any sort of like influence from people in your life that made you wanna like pursue making videos at all, or was it just like you found the camera and you just wanted to go with it?
Well, originally it was just like I found a camera and like I always liked that. I always like enjoyed using computers and stuff. Like when I was a kid, I was like, okay, like I don't even know how to use a computer, but I would like go and then just like try to make a PowerPoint show or something like that. Like, and I was always into like acting and that kind of thing. Like as a kid, like I was in the like elementary school plays and all that, and then but no, other than that, I didn't really have like a specific influence. Like again, in middle school, when I decided to make my YouTube channel, it was like because I watched like channels like Nigi Higa, like Ryan Higa, or like those kind of channels. I just like watched them and I was like, okay, this is funny. Like this is on YouTube. I can also go onto YouTube because like I'm a regular person. So yeah.
That's awesome. And so I want to know, this is the story I want to know. So when we found your channel and made a video on it, I want to know on your end how that all went, because we heard that you were off the grid and you didn't know for a while. Is that true?
That is true. So it was a lot. So I was hiking with my dad and my brother for 5 days in the Colorado wilderness. We flew out to Colorado, and the purpose for our trip was like, okay, Eric's about to go to college for the next 4 years, so we won't be able to see him like regularly. So like, let's go specifically somewhere without our phones, so we can all like focus on each other and like all that. So it was like, I think it was actually the second day I was in the woods when your video came out, but of course I had no idea whatsoever. So I was just like, whatever, like life went on while I was in the woods. But then, yeah, so when we came out of the woods, like actually we went to the car first, and then it's like 30-minute drive before there's cell service even. So, but then once we like came into cell service, before like Facebook notifications, like Instagram, all those like app notifications, first I got just regular like SMS text messages, and it was like, it's like not that many people have my like legit phone number because like I use like apps with everyone. But so my cousins and like my mom and like all these different people messaged me like links to this video like on YouTube, and it's like, oh my god, like, Eric, you're famous now, like with a lot of exclamation marks. And at first I was like, did like someone hack all my like family's phone numbers? I was like, what is going on? Like, why? Yeah, it's like, you know, it's always like those like spam things on Facebook will send you a message like, hey Eric, exclamation mark, and like a link to like,
the same way your family texts it out.
But I went to click on it actually, and I was like on like 1X service or whatever, so I couldn't open the video. So I was like I don't know what this is. But then as we like went further and further out of the wilderness, all my messages like kept coming into my phone. My phone was like getting really hot, like and freezing. And I have like a relatively new phone. Like I have the Samsung S8, so it should be able to handle that kind of thing. But it was like freezing up. I was like, what? But in any case, I just ended up calling my mom, and I was like, what is going on? Like, what happened? And she was like, oh, like you're YouTube famous, like. These people like Jenna and Julien found you, and like I knew ahead of like beforehand who you guys were. Actually, the amount of people who like before even telling me that I was famous, they're like, I don't know if you know who these like Jenna and Julien people are, but they like discovered you. But yeah, I knew who you were. But so basically, my mom just tried to explain it. I was like, what the heck? And then I found out my mom made some videos. I was like, at first, like lightly embarrassed by them, but then I like understood like her purpose. Like everything was
like
so,
trying to like keep content going.
But like after I like realized everything and I got back to the hotel, I waited to watch your video. I like didn't even watch. I was like, I don't even want to know what happened to me till after I'm like showered and like
you need to like get your grip. Yeah.
Out of the woods. Yeah. So then I like sat down and I watched the video, and I was actually like. We didn't end up filming like my reaction because we were all like just like what is this video?
Yeah.
But it was like really nice when I was watching it. Like you guys like cracking up and like being like, oh my god, he has like such cool effects. Like he's so skilled. I was like, oh my gosh, like this is my work from like 6 years back when I was 12 years old. I was like, I can't believe A, it was discovered, but B, like the nice things you were saying about it. So I don't know, it was nice.
That's really sweet.
You saw how we discovered it. It was on your thumbnail.
Yeah, you were a recommended video. In that thumbnail, we could not click on it.
I was shocked. You typed into the YouTube search bar like the exact title of one of my videos, like Fire Drill Fail. I was
true,
like,
we did.
What are the chances of this?
Yeah, for real. That's just like some weird universe thing where it was like we did type in the title of your video.
Yeah.
And like I had not laughed like that in the longest time.
Yeah, she was howling. I mean, we had to cut it out too. There was like laughing that we. Like,
but that's like we sat down. You know, we were having like a rough night that night.
Yeah.
Like all of our things were going wrong. But like. That is the kind of stuff on the internet that I feel like so many people are looking for. And if you ever find it, it's like a gold mine. It's like the perfect mix of like, this is funny and fucky and happy and like nice. And like, of course, a child made it because it's like so pure. It's like everything that I want on the internet.
I know, but then all the plot twists and the different murders. It was
but it's like brilliant.
Yeah, but I relate. To, I mean, I relate to a certain extent. Obviously, I never really got into editing as a kid, but my dad always had cameras around, so I would play with the cameras. And people have even dug up old videos that I made as a kid on YouTube now, and it's like super embarrassing. But that's like I totally understand, like as a kid getting into that. So it's super cool that like you put your mark on YouTube so long ago.
Yeah, but also I'm also super sorry for like blowing up your spot. I didn't think it was gonna like turn into that, and I was like, guys, please be respectful of Eric and his family and his privacy.
I saw that on Twitter. Thank you so much. Yeah. No, I'm glad it happened. Like I would rather this kind of thing happen than not happen. Like that's so cool. And like it's like my childhood dream to like become like a YouTube famous person almost. And like, but like I like completely like I went to high school, like I like kind of gave up on that. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna study like business or whatever in university. And then this happens. I'm like, oh well, now
right as you're moving into college.
Yeah, right as you've decided you're done with it, it comes back and sneaks up on you.
It's so funny.
Yeah, but no, it's definitely something that like if I have time in the future or something like that, I definitely would want to continue like making videos and stuff because like I enjoy it. That was like my childhood hobby. And then like when I went to high school, I like got more interested in learning languages and then also having to like do homework and stuff. But like I really like making videos. And when I don't know if you saw, I like made another video.
Oh no, we saw. We saw.
I tried very hard to like keep it like
when you popped out and you were like,
the one on two and stuff. Like, I pulled out my hard drive that had like the old effects like in a folder. I was so organized.
You used the same effects, like you brought them back out of the hard drive
like straight up from the hard drive.
Oh my god!
Yo, so we watched that video and we were like, "What is this gonna be?" And then you popped out and you're like, "Hey guys!" We just started cracking up. It was so good. It was like so true to exactly what we wanted.
Yeah, that was like kind of an exaggerated version of like me coming out of the woods. Although I checked my phone in the car, I wasn't like still on the trail. But no, just like filming that video, like was so much fun. I had just gotten back to Pennsylvania. Like I flew home from Colorado, and it was literally the day I got home. I got home at like 2 a.m. and I was like, all right, 10 a.m. I'm getting up and I'm filming this video, and I filmed it and then I edited the next day, and it was so much fun. I was like, okay, maybe I should like get back into this.
You didn't skip a beat. It looked like it was like 2 days between your last video and that video.
No, the only thing though is that
glow up.
you have had the most amazing glow up. Eric, you're beautiful. My God.
About that, yeah. Thank you.
About that.
About that. Thank you.
Yeah. You're beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really weird actually reading the comments, like saying those things. I'm like, all right, I like never really considered that, but yeah, I guess it's right. And it's also interesting. I probably haven't seen my videos. Well, I'm sure I saw them sometime in the last like 4 or 5 years, but I have not. Before you discovered them, like I did not see one of my videos in a long time. Like I forgot that I had made some of them, and some of the ones that you were like laughing to, as I was watching, I'm like, wait, what happens next? And some of them, I was like, oh no, I know what happens next. All these people are gonna see this, but whatever. Like, I don't know. I'm like in support of it. So.
Oh, it was so funny, man. So what are you doing now? You're in school. What are you studying?
So I'm studying international management and minoring in German language.
You already are bilingual, though, right?
Yeah. Well, so I speak English fluently, and then German pretty well, like highly proficient. Same with Korean. I speak Korean highly proficiently.
So what was the
learning
decision
French right
behind
now because they speak French here? Huh?
What was you're learning French because you're in Canada? Is that what you said? Yeah, that's cool. So Korean. What sparked that?
So from like the beginning of middle school, I guess, so like around that time actually, I started making videos. One of my best friends, like she is Korean, and so in middle school I didn't really learn any Korean. Actually, I wanted to learn Chinese in middle school just cause like I knew some Chinese people. I was like, okay, like why not? But for a middle schooler, it's like it was hard because like it's weird. I still remember a lot of like random Chinese phrases, and like I can pronounce them like decently well, but in like 7th or 8th grade, around the time when I like was like really into making my videos, like at the like highest production quality level, I was like, okay, I'm gonna like stop learning Chinese and like do nothing. But then I was like, wait a second, Korean is like somewhat similar, not really, but sort of. And so I like started learning Korean because my best friend Julie, who she is Korean, and she was like, oh, the Korean language it has a phonetic alphabet. Like it doesn't look like it's not English letters, but it's still an alphabet. So then I learned that in like the summer before 9th grade. And then from there, I just like studied it on my own, like in my free time. Like instead of making videos, that became like what I enjoyed. And then 2 years ago, I went to Korea for almost a month, and I did like this exchange program there. So I got very good at Korean. And then like this past summer, I was in Korea again. So.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Thank you.
You're already better at life than like all of us. You're doing better at life than all of us, Eric.
You're doing good.
No, you guys are so cool. Like you're so famous. Like gold.
We're idiots for a living. We do nothing.
So we actually tweeted out
we have a
to some
couple
people,
of
and they wanted to ask you some
submitted
questions.
All right, go
They're not
for
bad.
it.
Don't be scared.
I guess we kind of covered this, but where did you learn to do your fire effects? It's YouTube, right? You taught yourself.
Oh yeah, that was like one of my favorite quotes from your video. Your fire effects.
Fire effects.
Where? So actually, I'm not 100% sure. I think that probably was like a little bit. I think some of like Ryan Hugo's like original videos had like some of those kinds of effects, and like how I actually learned it is straight up going to YouTube and Googling in the bar, like how to add fire effects at Premiere Pro, probably, like that, and then
but you were like masking things too. You were like getting kind of advanced too.
Yeah, that was like later on. So like in like 7th or 8th grade, I like for Christmas or whatever. Yeah, for Christmas I think it was. I was like, to my parents, I asked for like the Adobe Suite or whatever, like After Effects and Premiere Pro, and like I got the student discount, even though it's actually for like university students, because like nobody usually ever buys it in middle school, but it works because like I gave them like my student code and everything.
Yeah.
I think we had to like email Adobe because like they don't have like support for middle school, like middle schoolers. But we got the student discount in any case, which is good. And so then from there, I like did things like Googling like how to do an After Effects. But actually, I think like in the Dry on Fire video and stuff like that, you could tell that it's like not like very professional masking. Like I legitimately would just like use the crop effect and then just like a straight line crop it.
I remember that.
That's
Like,
my favorite.
It's better than
There's
nothing.
only
but, like,
one way to learn.
yeah,
is by doing
since then though, I have actually made other videos like for school projects a lot of times, and like in like my community, I'll make videos for them and stuff like that. And those, if there is a need for a fire effect, I actually don't think I've ever done a fire effect for like.
You're like, do you need
video.
fire?
But like I use like proper masking technique now. But in the video that I made, actually I don't think I needed to mask anything, but I like tried to make it look still like as if I made it back then. Like I could have made some of the effects better, but I was like, no, you gotta keep original.
So nostalgic.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, what is your favorite video you ever made?
Probably I think it's called Christmas Nightmare. It's called something different actually.
With like the 7 of you on the couch?
Yeah, the 7
That one's so good.
That was like the second or third video that I made after having like Adobe like the suite or whatever, because like that was difficult. That was masking. That
was some hardcore masking.
I didn't use green screen for that. I don't think. Yeah, no, I didn't.
So you
I
sat
just
yourself
like
on the couch.
filmed myself on the couch and then like cut out the sides. It's like there aren't that many scenes, I guess, and it's like not that long of a video, but there's not that many scenes where all of us are like back to back. Actually, I guess there are a lot of it, but I just remember I literally like, because I like didn't know how to use like the like automatic like masking abilities. I straight up just used the like pen tool and went like frame by frame. I spent straight up a week on that video, but that was a good one. So
that one I like actually coughed. I was wheezing.
Because aside from the impressive editing on the masking
and shooting, just filming takes a long time.
You grabbed us because you just murdered yourself in like the first 30 seconds, and it came out of nowhere, and it was like, holy shit, we gotta watch this now. Like, what is happening?
I feel like you could put all of Eric's channel on like Adult Swim and it would kill.
Yeah,
like,
it is. It's like very random and shocking and goofy,
amazing.
Humor. Yeah, it's. I feel like it would
be for us. Behind the randomness is me just being a middle schooler. Like,
but that's all it takes.
I watch them, I'm like, how did I ever like come up with this kind of flow of a story? But it's great. It's
That's
great.
what makes it amazing.
Pickle Rick asked, "What is your favorite ice cream flavor?"
Okay, I'm very basic. Like I like vanilla ice cream, but I'm actually slightly lactose intolerant, so I usually don't eat ice cream. But yeah, if I had to eat, I'd just do like vanilla or like vanilla with chocolate chips in it.
You should try. They have almond milk and cashew ice cream. We have that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard also have like lactose-free ice cream at Ninja or whatever.
I like vanilla too. Everyone always makes fun of me. I like vanilla.
I like.
Yeah, how can you be so like basic?
I know, but it's not. Vanilla's delicious. What are people talking about?
It's good. Yeah. Like, what's wrong with vanilla? Nothing.
Well, we don't want to take too much of your time. We want, first of all, thank you so much for like doing this with us.
Yeah, really. Thank you.
Well, yeah, thank you guys for reaching out and inviting me.
Yeah, and obviously, like, you know, you're going to university, so you gotta, you know, live your life. But the internet wants to see you, so
if you ever decide to come back,
we'll be here.
We'll be anxiously awaiting on you, lurking on your channel.
And also, if you ever have any questions or you need help from us personally, just reach out. You know.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, absolutely. And I don't like expect too much, but I definitely I'm not going to be done forever. I'll promise you guys that at least. But when the next one will come out, I don't know. I shouldn't say, but eventually. So,
yeah. Well, thanks so much, Eric. Really appreciate it. And best of luck.
School. We love you so much. Everyone is like the biggest fan of yours. We love you and adore you. So
yeah, thank you. And I like all the comments, like all of your words. They're so kind. Like thanks to you and like everyone as well. So.
Ew! I'm gonna cry. You're so funny
Thank
and wonderful.
you so much. And,
No problem, dude. Thanks for coming on. All the best.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, Eric. All right. Well, there it is. That's our time we spent with Eric. I was honestly surprised how comfortable he was, like, on camera and talking to us. Like, he was pretty comfortable. It was almost like he was so comfortable wearing MeUndies or something like that. And right now, you guys...
Julian, you tricked me!
And you guys, if you want to look good in your underwear and be comfy, you can get some MeUndies too.
I can't believe you segued.
A proud sponsor of the podcast, and also newly a sponsor of the Twitch stream. MeUndies is a team of amazing people with an amazing product. Guys, I'm not wearing these. They were just on my lap. These are the awesome one of the new designs.
It feels like a whoopee.
Looks like Fruit Loops.
Did
It's
you ever
so
have
soft.
a whoopee?
3 times softer than cotton. Micromodal fabric. No, I never had a whoopee. Made from
like a
sustainably sourced, soft, natural fabric, guys. And for us, I said to Jenna last night, I was getting dressed in my closet, ready to go to bed. And I said
this
I don't
last
know when the last time I didn't wear MeUndies was. Like, I have only MeUndies at this point. And you, like,
I'm getting pretty close.
it's crazy because, like, they send us, because we're on the subscription, so you
Right.
send it every month, but you never ever look in your drawer for any other underwear. Not that you would even find it, because mine's just so drowned out by MeUndies, and that's the best problem in the world, guys. MeUndies is so soft. Once you try it, you're like gonna feel like, what was I doing this whole time? They're so soft, comfortable, and they look great. They have new designs every month, really, really cool designs too. And right now, you guys can get 20% off because you're the Dink fam, and we got you. So you go to MeUndies.com/Jenna Julien to get 20% off and free shipping. 100% guarantee on the best, softest underwear you've ever worn, and that is a real guarantee. Guys, check it out. If you don't like your first pair, don't love your first pair, you'll get a full refund. I guarantee that's not going to happen, but there you go. Check it out. MeUndies, awesome people, awesome product. And if you're looking for something to do, make some money, guys, Lyft is looking for drivers. And if you're trying to drive for a ride-sharing company, why not go for the one that chooses to treat its drivers right, which is Lyft. You can earn hundreds of dollars per week, and you don't have to wait to get paid. Lyft has Express Pay, which lets you pay out almost instantly, which is, oh my God, how convenient is that? Like, you don't have to wait. You just get money. A lot of it. And don't forget the tips, guys. You keep 100% of the tips you earn, and they add up fast. Lyft was the first ride-sharing platform with tipping built right into the app, and drivers have been paying over $200 million since that feature was introduced. Think about that for a sec. Guys, you sign up for Lyft. They even make pickups easy. They have the color-coded amp sign, so when you're picking up your customer who's waiting on you, they're like, hey, that's my Lyft. I see the same color on his car. That's on my phone. Or on her car. That's on my phone. Happy drivers, guys, means happy passengers. That's why 9 out of 10 Lyft rides get a perfect 5-star rating. Right now, join the ride-sharing company.
That's an incredible stat.
It is. It's a very impressive stat.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Yeah.
Because these are strangers.
Yeah.
Join the company that believes in treating people better at Lyft.com. That's LYFT.com/Jenna Julien, and score yourself a $500 new driver bonus by signing up right now. Thank you, Lyft.
Thank you, sponsors.
So
yeah, I mean,
now we can talk about this.
I'm amazed at how, first of all, that he's grown up, because that already feels so just like welled up with pride. He's just like a wonderful young man, like there's no other way to describe him.
Yeah.
He's like an incredible, talented, wonderful, sweet,
His
pleasant
parents
young
look
man.
like they did a damn good job.
Right?
Yeah.
And he's clearly like so talented at a lot of different things that he at this point has enough choices to last him forever of what he would like to do, wherever he would like to spend his brain power, he'll be successful at.
Well, I mean, he's the epitome of like a young man who has in growing up spent his time efficiently and with care and not wasted any time, not have free time, always staying busy with things, learned Korean before the 9th grade, found that to be a new hobby, which is as crazy as that might sound, like that's really cool.
Yeah.
Like to find a language to be a new hobby. He was like, that's kind of what took over my free time. I enjoyed it. That's what made me happy. It's like really cool. So first of all, on top of everything, it's really cool to see him happy and succeeding.
Yeah.
As a young man. It's rad as hell to see him really just appreciate the internet's love.
Yeah.
Because I feel like,
Well,
our big... Go.
I want to say a huge thank you to the people that watch my videos. I know when I first started on YouTube, we've talked about this plenty of times, where it's like when you first start on YouTube, you have no control over who watches your videos. So sometimes your audience can be kind of toxic in the beginning. Like when we went on the H3H3 podcast and he was talking to me about, is it bad being a girl? I think it is in the beginning, or anybody in the beginning, because people just find you and they're kind of toxic sometimes.
Yeah. You don't really control them.
At this point, the people that are watching my main channel videos, I want to say a huge thank you for those of you who are there because you just want to watch something and you know who I am and you care and you're not there to just be a dick. And I want to say a huge thank you to the Dink fam and the people that watched that video and were so kind to Eric. And like when I was like, be respectful of his privacy and his family's privacy.
You guys listened and you were awesome.
you guys have been really fantastic. And I want to thank you for making this a positive experience for him and not one that was stressing him out at a point in his life where he really did not need to feel that stress. Obviously, he's going to school. Like, I'm really grateful that you guys have been so kind to him.
Yeah.
It's
just, it says a lot about this community we have. The Dink fam on the podcast, your channel, my channel, the Twitch stream. It all seems to kind of come together as like a really community-like group of people.
Yeah.
And yeah, we appreciate that. Because for him, this was just a really, really fun lead into university, right? Like he has this kind of random discovery by us on his channel from 4 years ago, gets tons of nice tweets, gets flooded with nice messages, only saying like, hey, could you make more videos? And that's about it, which is really great because, the kid is, well, he's not even really a kid anymore.
No, he's an adult.
He's an adult. And I honestly, I told him this, as you heard in the interview, I told him I relate to growing up, just with a camera, because my dad had cameras everywhere. So you guys have found all those cringy shit, videos that I made with my brother and stuff. But like, I relate to being a kid and making really, really goofy, videos. And, some of the videos that you haven't even found, I put a lot of time into editing them, like in early high school years and stuff. I'm pretty glad you haven't found them. But
is that a challenge?
I relate to him on that level, which I think is really cool. Because like I saw his old videos, I see him now, and I'm like the glow up. Like I feel like, you know what I mean? Obviously, his glow up was better than mine, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway. Did anything surprise you about like? I
was surprised that he had mentioned that he was such a big fan of Ryan Higa because
that didn't surprise me.
I thought Ryan Higa's like a couple years younger than me. I thought maybe he was too young to have had that be one of his bigger influences.
Well, I think when Eric probably started watching Ryan was when Ryan was already kind of cooking
RHPC.
On YouTube. Yeah. It was before the early Ryan.
Right.
days.
So when he said Ryan Higa, I was like, I'm thinking this green exercise ball. Like when I first started watching Ryan, because it's funny to me that, I'm like, browsing on the internet, we find Eric. I'm like dying laughing, but he's obviously he's about 10 years younger than me.
Yeah.
And he has cited his biggest influences as one of my biggest influences. That's so like, but that's really the power of Ryan Higa, right?
Yeah.
Like you've now spanned over a decade of influencing people.
That's basically two different generations. I mean, it's close to two different, it's very wild.
But it's so funny. It's just like, maybe that's why I love it so much. It's like
it has a very Higa vibe. Yeah. It has, especially like in the early days of Ryan's videos.
Yeah.
When he wasn't really, a pro or had the pro team of editing, he did what he could, but it was funny. The bottom line was it was like stupid humor.
Right, and it's that tone of like, it's silly, it's fun, there's like nothing going on. Hi.
Someone gets shot all of a sudden, there's 5 of you at the couch.
Yeah, and it's relaxing to watch, it's funny to watch.
Yeah.
It just like takes, a nice little part of your day to just smile. Like, I'm sorry, that sounds so cheesy, but it's just nice. It's just nice content.
Smile. I wasn't surprised when he said his favorite video he's ever made was the Christmas one, because when I watched that, I was like, not only like, even if he did use a green screen, placing all of him on the couch like that.
Takes for fucking ever. It takes forever.
Said it took him a week to edit, which it's crazy. I fucking love that.
I've only done that on a small scale, and it takes forever.
I think the closest we've done that together has been your roast yourself.
Yeah.
We did a lot of green screen and masking on that. But masking is such an intricate thing with video.
Right.
You have to, it's painstaking sometimes. It takes hours and hours and hours to literally get 3 seconds of a shot to look right. Yeah. And he got the whole video. It's really impressive.
I agree.
I honestly, I wanted to mention Nathan Zed to him, because Nathan Zed is someone who's going to school and currently maintaining an internet presence.
Yeah.
Not that, Eric has to maintain any sort of presence. I think it would be cool for him to see that people do go to university and make videos when
Nathan's
they can.
not the only one. He's just a really good example.
That's
of
what
someone
that's why I wanted to cite him. He's a good example.
very
I know he's not
proud
the
to
only
be
one.
a college student and have priorities that do not include the internet,
But also sometimes when he has
sometimes
time.
I'm here.
Yeah. But with that said, I think it would be cool to see, a video here and there from him if he's willing. Obviously he seems like his heart's still in it. Like it seems like this sort of brought a little life back into that kind of passion area. But we'll see. I just think it was cool that we spoke with him.
I agree.
Came really full circle.
Yeah, seriously. I don't know. It's just really cool, and I feel proud of Eric, even though we just met him via Skype. I feel proud of him. I want him to be happy, and I want all the good things to happen to him.
Yeah.
And I want to say thank you to you guys for being so kind and
yeah. And we really, we expect nothing less in the future from you guys to continue to be supportive and nice, regardless if he makes videos or not. We'll link his stuff below so you can feel free to follow him. But yeah, if he makes videos, great. If he doesn't, great too. He's just living his life.
Yeah.
Out in Canada, speaking Korean.
Like the fucking coolest. That is so cool, though.
Pretty rad.
Like, what?
It's pretty fucking rad.
So I hope you guys are happy. We really wanted to make that happen, and we did. So
yeah, well,
that's about it. We're gonna link his channel.
Yeah, we'll link his channel. He's got a new channel because I think YouTube locked him out of the old one or something.
Yeah, we'll link them both in case you want to check out any of his older videos. It's really great. But
yeah.
This is cool. We had our first Skype guest.
Our first Skype guest. Also, let us know. I know it was a super ghetto setup on how we recorded it and shit. We'll work on that for the future. But let us know if you have any ideas for other Skype guests that we could feasibly bring on the podcast.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have a wonderful week.
Yeah, and
see you
we
guys in
love
the
you,
next one.
Eric.
We love you, Eric. We love you, Eric's family.
We
Thank
love
you for
you,
making
Eric's
this happen.
family.
And we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Bye.